day, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Visionary Corner. We are coming live from Shawela, and we're hosting our guest today called Tlhabekani. Tlhabekani, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
It's a pleasure. Before we start, can I start reading out your bio?
Okay, no problem.
Okay, today's guest is Tlhabekani. She's known as the Braid Guru. She owns a salon and inspiring businessmen too. She's been in the business since a younger age. She started when she was 14 years old. The Braid Guru Salon was born when she was 14 years and got formalized in 2019. That's when it got its shine. Tlhabekani's goal and mission was to make young girls and women to feel good about themselves without spending a fortune. She started a business at her home. Then as time went by, she did house calls. Then as time went by too, she found a permanent place where she's running a business. This is how a business came about. What an impressive bio, eh? Seems like you've been in business for long now, eh?
I have. And I received a mentorship from a very young age from my father. Because himself, he's a very successful business person. And so now he's retired, and so now I'm getting the training from him. So yeah, it's inspiring.
So which means now you're blessed. You got the education from home. There's no need for you to go to Harvard.
There's no need for me to go to the streets. So I'm very grateful for that.
Which is something great, eh?
Yeah, it is.
Because it's one point I want to touch on, but I think I'll touch on when the interview goes by. Okay. Or maybe I should jump into it now.
Rather.
Because I often tell people before you choose a career or when you want to do something, you try to check your family roots. Where does your family roots come from?
Yeah, that's true. Because that's where you know which path to follow. And then you learn from the mistakes of those who had their businesses. So for you, it's like, it won't be smooth studying, but you won't go through like the difficulties and the challenges that they went through, because already they know that in order to get here, you have to do this and do this. So yeah, it's quite amazing. And
I'm sure when you are pushing this business for it's something that you do effortlessly because it's something that runs in the family. Right?
Yeah. And then my skills are developed by my sister. Yeah. Because she has her own salon, and then we're planning on launching it at Limpopo at our father's place, family house. So that's where I got my skills and the hairstyles. Plus, I'm really grateful for the technology. Because you can go on YouTube and then check a certain style, and then you put your own skill in there, and then
just know and see where it goes.
Yeah.
Because YouTube is the best school today.
It is.
And just like this episode on itself, it's a educational class. It's a mastermind on its own.
Yeah.
So that's why people need to log into what's internet for the good reasons.
For the good reasons, yeah.
Not like to do your own things, at least learn and get a skill from that.
And a lot of people are not aware of that. Like with just your phone, you can turn into a millionaire by just using your phone. That's if you're using it correctly.
Straight up.
So yeah, it's doing wonders for me and for my business.
And check, you and I, we just met. When was it? When did you text me? It was last week Wednesday.
Yeah, it was.
Over the phone, you mentioned.
Over the phone. And then we
So the next thing, it could be a next business deal. You'll never know.
And then,
that's how it goes about. So as we jump into the interview, who's Tlhabekani?
Okay, Tlhabekani is a 23-year-old from Snake Park. I come from a family of 9, making me the 5th born. I like to call myself the light of the family. Because I brought in so much change, I actually inspired my sisters, to just, let's start a business. And they were really quite inspired by me, and I can say that I love what I do, and I'm inspired by myself. So yeah, I'm also a model.
I'm a model. I can tell by how you dress.
I'm a model. I run my own online competition, which is called the Braid Guru Ambassador. So it ended this month, and then the release of the model will be released soon, and that's me. And now I'm on a journey of studying a mentorship program. So it's something that I want to just jump into, so I can inspire other young individuals. Because if I was able to inspire my sisters, they're like 35. If I was able to inspire them, imagine what I can do to those young individuals who want to start a business but don't know where to start.
So I think VisionaryCorner will become your new home, because there's a lot of projects that we're going to do together.
This has to be my home. This has to be my home.
So that we can help more young people and reach out to them and help them to become business people because
Yeah.
you can see the type of economy that we are in now.
It's crazy, and they're not aware.
Yeah.
So we need to make them aware that this is the situation,
Yeah,
and that's when
yeah.
they'll take themselves serious, and then they'll be groomed and pushed by that because a lot of young individuals, they are not told or trained for the outside world. We just go to school, we study, and then okay, after this I'm gonna get a job, and then no, it's not like that.
It's a total different
It's
story.
it's a different story. So if we train them now, then they are ready for the outside world. But it's crazy out there.
True, it's not easy as it seems.
Yeah.
And how did your business journey begin? How did it come about?
Oh God, I can't think. I don't. It started with me, with my mom, and then I prayed my mom, and then I prayed everyone in the house. And I didn't like it because I was good, yes, and then they didn't want to go to the salon anymore, so I was their salon. So I started braiding my mother and then my sisters, and then I got my first client from my sister's friend. So she came and she was like, no, I want to do this hairstyle. And I was like, okay, cool, but you're gonna have to pay. At that time, I didn't want much. I just wanted like that 5 rand, just to buy crepes and something. And then she came and then I braided her, and then only to find out that she's gonna bring in more customers from my sister's school. So that's how I got my clients, and then now in the township, everyone was aware that no, man, couldn't have done it. Like yeah, and they like from done it. Like I would say because they call me and they be like, no, I'm talking into status yard. And then when I get there, they'll be like, who was on clean at all? Then I'll be like, no, it's me. And then that's how it came about. I got clients that came in my house, and then I'd braid them, and then my dad would set up prices for me, and then that's how it started. And then when it got bigger, and then when I introduced it to the internet, Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, and then people were aware. So that's when I got house calls, Dobsonville, Zondi, Zola, Bramfisher, they love me there. I'm always there. Bramfisher, they love me there. But so when time went by, I was able to accumulate enough funds. So I was like, no, because I can make this much, why can I not find a place, like a permanent place for myself, and then just start like that. So that's what I did. I saved up for, 3 months rent before I could move in, because when you find a place, it's not that easy to just like find clients who are going to come in and out, because there are a lot of salons at my township. So I had to save up 3 months of the rent so that I know that I'm not pressured. You understand? So that's how it came about. Got my place, and then it will be launched soon, and
And hopefully we'll be there,
I will invite
too.
So I will invite you guys. So that's how it came about, and my father played a big role, and he still is playing. Like, he's so supportive, because when I started, like, it was not easy, especially when I fell in love with it, and then there were challenges. And then when I went out there to social media to see that there are a lot of businesses out there, and these people are doing this and this and this and this, and that time I don't have that phone to take that picture. So I was like, oh my God, what am I going to do? So I got demotivated, I got scared. And I was like, no, I'm not doing this. No, I'm not doing this. But the moment I said, no, I'm not doing this, I automatically had, when I got tired. So I was like, no. No, I have to continue. So
And that's how you grew, Kaya.
That's how I grew with it. That's how I'm growing with it.
Because as you're talking, you're also mentioning the part of saving for 3 months rent ahead and all of that.
Yeah, you have to, because I don't want to work under pressure. Like, now I cannot sleep because So when I save up the money, I know that the money that I have coming in, I can put it for the 4th month's rent, and then the other one is for profit. And then,
So how do you manage the finance of a business? Because that's why a lot of small business struggle, because they can't differentiate from a business money and their own personal income. But how do you play about it? Because I can tell there's some discipline. That's by listening.
Okay, so what I do is I have hair products, I have hair accessories, and then I have what can I say? Money for, let's say, one wants a face beat and things like that. So I have to write that down, like in my journal. So I know that this money goes here, this money goes here, this money goes here. And then the other money is for rent. And then what I do is, every time I sell a hair piece, I write it down. When someone comes in to do their hairstyle, I write them down, and the money too. And the nice part about hairdressing is because you give out your service. So you don't spend a lot, But then I do because I use my own hair products unless the clients come in for their own hair fiber. So that's how I jot in my information, and then after that I count down my profits. And then trust me, the profits are not for you to go and get a gym, go out, get an iPhone, go for trips. No. Till today, I haven't paid myself in like, okay, Shamin, this is your money. Because the profits that I make, I have to get new, let's say, hair fiber with the profits that I make. So the hair products that I'm buying, they buy in other hair accessories and things like that, and that's how a business grows. You don't pay yourself, and then you can see that your business still needs like a lot of work to be done there. So when if I sell my 10 rand hair piece, I buy it, let's say, with 10 rand, and then I'm gonna sell it with 5 rand. I take that 5 rand and I put it there. That's my profit. And then when the money accumulates to the hair fibers and the hair products that I want to sell, that I want to buy, I go there and I buy that, and then I come in, and that's when you make more profit. You understand? Because now the stock is there, and then you're giving out the service. So you understand the money that you're making. Yeah. So the day I start spending on myself, like it's the day maybe I've made 1 million. Like that's my goal. You don't pay yourself. A lot of people slack because why? I'm gonna sell this and then I eat. I braid this lady and then I eat. Then that's how are you gonna buy your product? How will you buy your hair accessories? Whereas you're eating the profits, you're eating the money that you're selling, that you bought this hair piece with. So you won't have, like, you won't grow. You will just be on the same level, and then eventually your business falls out.
Because I think a cash flow it's another master class on its own.
Yeah, you have to be smart.
We can see each on that one.
You have to be very smart because the moment you start when you start to want to be flashy and show people that no, I have a business, my business is working for me, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna have this and this and this, that's when you fail. Just know that like you failed. Yeah, you failed. Because I can look like this, but then when you check my bank account, it's something else.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's why you need to be low key.
You need to be low key and then
because I often say let's brag about the balance sheet. Let's not brag about the income, because income can go down. Yes, you can see the price of petrol and all of that. So if the balance sheet is strong, let's brag about that.
Let's brag about that. Let's brag about my business growing, like now we're building. So you see the weight that I have now. Imagine if now I'm eating the profits just to go out with friends and have fun and things like that. Not that I don't take time for myself, but timing. I know, okay, fine. Now I worked too much, I need to take a break, I need to do this and this and this and this. And then I go back.
I can tell really you have a great businessman when it comes to such. And I tell you what, by your father when it comes to such.
They need
to take care of this thing, they need to take care of your business. And what is Braid Guru all about? What do you do? Because I think on your bio you mentioned about the hair that you do. As now you're talking about face beat, and I can see in your face you took time to prepare.
It takes time. So I braid. I also do wigs. I install wigs. And I sell hair accessories. So now I want to enhance my skills and take a short course, makeup course, and then I know that okay, fine. When you want beauty, you just come in. Even if you're not doing your hair, you can just come in, do your face, eat, you look nice, and then.
And that's how you go about it.
And that's how I go about it.
Because I think beauty is another field that is growing, and people tend to undermine
it. It is, and the volumes are raising. Like every month, like there's a number of ladies who are graduating to those short courses. So you understand like the pressure now, the competition, because like now we're all good, but. The important thing is you just have to be unique, like be different, like be authentic. Like you can learn this, but don't apply it the same way. Like just be different, just add a little touch, like,
And speaking about being unique, it seems like you tend to lead me with the questions that I wanted to ask you, and that was one of the last questions. I wanted to ask you, what makes you unique from all other hair salons?
Okay, first of all, my prices are very, 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 very reasonable. And then I find those clients who spend like so much, and then she come in and do her hair and be like, so cheap, why? And then, I believe like it makes me unique and it makes me stand out. You come in my salon, I'm gonna give you your glass of wine if you want your wine, if you want your juice, if you want your cold drink, if you want your water, it's there. And then there are times whereby I give out specials, whereby if you come with your child, your child gets a free hairstyle. So there are those kind of specials that I do, and then sometimes if you do like a hairstyle, maybe that's above 300, I'm gonna give you a free hair fiber or a free hair accessory, and then yeah, that's how I go about it. And then for models, I go out, I do their hair, and then I also do their makeup. So like I'm versatile, like I'm everywhere.
You don't limit yourself.
I don't limit myself, because if I do,
you're gonna be stuck.
I'm gonna be stuck. So yeah.
Because I believe one thing that makes every business to be successful more than everything else, it's your uniqueness.
Yeah, it has to stand out, especially with such competition.
Competition
is
different.
It's a lot. It's a lot. So you have to be different, and you have to be consistent, and you have to, like, when a client comes in, I have to put in the same quality as she did the first time, so that she comes back. Otherwise, she's not going to come back. So you have to be consistent with what you do, like show love at what you do, and then other people will also fall in love, and then that's how you get your client. A happy client brings in more happy clients.
And at what point would you emphasize, as you're saying, one happy client brings more clients, what would you emphasize about the client base or the client loyalty? What would you tell the benefits of that?
The benefit, okay, so if a client like comes in for like regular months, like they write their name down. They say, I have this card, I don't have it with me, sorry. I have this card. So if you come in like regularly, like for 5 months, and then the 6th month, you get a free hairstyle of your own choice.
That's powerful.
Yeah.
And I wish our local businesses can learn a thing or two from you, because even running a business is quite different. It's like those businesses that are running in malls and all of that. Because they also do something similar to that.
Yeah, so that's how you keep them there, and then that's how you make them like just spread the word, like, and be like, oh, go to that place, go to that place. And your work has to speak for itself.
Straight up. Let the work do the talking. And the clients will come to you.
They'll come to you, and you'll be happy.
So currently, are you working alone, or do you have someone?
So I have one person. I have this other lady that I'm working with, so we just work together. If we have, I have a house call, it's either I'll go or she'll go, but I'm still developing her in terms of the quality of how the hair should look and how she should style and things like that. So yeah.
Because that's something I wanted to ask about. How do you manage the house calls and also
at the salon?
At the salon.
So that's why we have bookings. So you book, and then I know that if you come at this time, I'll be done at this time. If you come at this time, I'll be done at that time. So it's a lot of work, but I'm grateful that she was like, no, I love doing that, and I can see her love for that. So that's how we came about.
So I'm really impressed by business model. It's like you took time to research about it and all of that. You don't do like a business research or something like that. But
I'm learning now. My father is the one, because he did marketing. Yeah, so he knows that. I mean, in order for you to impress these people, in order for you to get more time, you have to do 1, 2, 3. So I didn't really get the time to like research and go to business school. My dad was the one who did everything.
So you're living with an MBA literally at your place.
Yes.
Because I think we often limit education to papers and all of that, and I think that's the biggest mistake that
that's
we
the
make.
biggest mistake, that's true.
Because just by talking to you, I'm learning, I'm stealing some ideas from your business as you're speaking. But I'll do 1, 2, 3 in some areas.
In order to get that's how we learn.
Straight up. Because the internet, as you're saying, the internet is the new university.
It's the new university, I'm telling you. Whatever you want to start.
Unless
if it wants that intensive experience that when you go to school. But if you can do it and you have that skill, you can work on it like every day. Like just put in the pressure. Because that's how I
and look where you are today, you've grown or what. And you know, there's this question that this question that I want to ask you. Because this question, a lot of people when they want to start, they often use this as an excuse. Maybe when they elaborate it and make it simpler for them. How did you raise your capital?
I didn't raise any capital. I just started. That's what I love about hairdressing. I just started. One client for another client. You come at your fiber. You come at your fiber. And then I braid while I'm saving up. Yes, it was hard. Growing up, really want to do this. I want this shoe. I have this money. Why can I not? And you know, I have to like save it up so that now I can buy the fiber. They come to me and then I charge them more.
So,
You understand? So I didn't use any
capital, you just started.
I just started.
Because don't you think what the most important thing is to start? The capital will find you on the
The capital will find you. The capital will find you, and you know, and if you desperately want it, like you will work for it, and it will come. Pray, like pray. I prayed, and it came to me. It came to me.
And I don't know you took the first step. You didn't wait because I don't think there's a businessman will just give you funding without any work that you have done.
Yeah, they have to see and know.
What is it that you have done? And can you talk about the competition that you did, the Ambassa one? Okay. How did it help your business and how does it go about and how can people participate?
Okay, so this is an annual competition. Yeah. So to enter, you send me a picture of yourself and you telling me why you deserve to become my ambassador. So you have to be on social media, you just have to be lively and fresh and then be out there, do you understand? Because I need someone who will be able to represent and to promote my work. So during the competition, I give out different hairstyles. If not different hairstyles, I just give them different tasks that they have to carry out just to show that they do have that element of becoming an ambassador. So during the competition, it takes 3 months. So it's the first month whereby the competition starts, and then we use like their live comments that they get on Facebook in order to move on to the next level of the competition. And then if you have like less comments and your caption and you're not serious, like I just cut you off. And then we cut them off like selectively. Honestly, because if you're not going to do that, your business will suffer. You will suffer. You understand? So we cut them off like that selectively, and then looking at the person's personality. I have interviews on my interviews with them, and then just to know and try to understand the individual that I want to bring into my team. You understand? And then it goes on to the third part, and then the third part is when they come into my salon. I give them a free hairstyle, and then with that hairstyle they need to like promote it, advertise it. Let's say go to events, even if you're in your home, but then just put in that caption, mention my name, like let me see how authentic you are and how original you are and what you'll bring into my into my business. Sorry. So that's how I select them. So last year I had my face, her name is Dozo Nama. I was looking for a face for my brand, so she's my face. And then now I've got my one ambassador, which is Lorraine Mabaso. So those are the two ladies that I'm working with, and yeah, they're very good at what they do because on social media they're out there. So once I style them, I know that I'm gonna get a new face. I'm gonna get a new face. I'm gonna get a new face.
Yes. So you see the power of social media, guys. Social media is the new thing. And if you wanna make the real cash, use social media. Just stop going to TikTok and all of that just to do funny stuff. They start using social media so that it can generate our income. Because as I'm talking like this, I don't know if you are familiar with the stories about or something. Have you seen how he uses influential people to push the brand?
No, I haven't.
Like he uses people like Otolesti, people like OBJ School, like also easy. And that's what you're doing because they are making right, this person is smart. When it comes to marketing,
you have to. That's why I'm saying you can just become a billionaire by just using
the internet. Because I even saw your status, so right now we're becoming a billionaire.
That's my goal. This year I want a million. Like it's not, I don't know, but I'm sure.
It's coming. And have you seen our slogan, some VisionaryCorner?
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah.
That's how we go about it. You have to see with the mind before you see it with the eyes. That's how it goes about. And can you talk about your journey that you want to venture into being what's this thing called, being a businessman too?
Oh yeah, so I wanted to start at schools with that project, whereby we get certain individuals who are interested in starting a business.
Yes, yeah.
So when we found those that number of individuals, that's when we have like after classes with them, and then we groom them, like we give them those skills, and then we push them into starting, and not for them to wait until after high school or primary. I mean, surely there are young individuals who be like, no, I think what if I'd like to sell, maybe I have a clothing line. I want to be a braider because I started at a very young age too. So we find those individuals and then we work to them, and then no money is needed. We're just giving back to the community because I feel like it's important. You understand, to just have your own thing, like just even if you want to go to school and study, but have your own income, whereas you don't even have to worry about NSF's paying for you, getting that scholarship, getting whatever. You can actually make that money and then pay for your own studies, or not even go study. You understand? Yeah.
And because as you're talking about school, I even forgot that you just graduated. Which course did you graduate from?
Diploma in policing.
Diploma in policing, and you're currently enrolling for LLB.
For LLB, so starting next year.
So how is the qualification gonna help you to advance your business? Because LLB it's a jack of all trades.
Oh, I don't know, but maybe I'll change change my name a bit. Just maybe call it I don't know, something. But I haven't thought about it gelling together. But it's something that I wanted to do, like from a very young age. Like I've always seen myself wearing that,
So you want to make money all over the place.
Make money and also be a catering shop. So I know that when I get to a certain place, I know how to speak, I know how to act, and I know how to behave. That's the power of education.
Yeah, because it prepares you for certain places.
Yeah, and mentally does wonders. Yeah, so I just don't want to be that person, that business lady.
Yeah.
But I want to be that business lady, that model, like that mentor, that advocate. Just today. As long as I'm able, I'm in.
And I'm sure you intimidate a lot of brothers with your mission.
That's why you need to find the person with the same intellect as yours, otherwise you will suffer.
Because I know a lot of brothers, once they start seeing such ambition, they start running.
And you find someone who doesn't want you to succeed. They can actually bring you down. We've seen a lot of stories, we've heard a lot of stories. These things happen. That's why you have to align yourself with the right person so that you motivate each other. You understand? Yeah, you have to. Otherwise, you're not going to make it.
Because this was not part of the question. Let me just throw in this question. What's the most important? What advice would you give to a young entrepreneur who's about to get into the dating stage or the relationship stage?
Don't go into the dating stage at a very young age.
And what type of person they should also recommend? Yeah.
A person that's driven. A person who's not out there. Let's say a person who's not out there. Just find yourself a person who's focused into someone who's working towards something, who wants to become something. I think that's healthy. But as for dating, young girls should not try that. Because it'll ruin your life.
Because why I'm asking that question.
No.
I spoke about how you save up your profits and all of that. So dating someone with a consumer mentality becomes a problem.
It becomes a problem. Do you understand?
But speech and all of that. They don't know the bigger picture.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. You need to find yourself the right person who understands your journey and your vision. And then, there you're going to be a winner no matter what.
Straight up. And what's a 10-year plan?
10-year plan?
For the business,
Braid
Guru, yeah.
I'm planning on opening branches at Limpopo because I saw a big gap there. And that's where I want to have my branches there. And then even this side, just have different salons there, and then have my own school whereby I teach individuals to braid, makeup.
It's a great vision, and I wish you all the best. As I was saying behind the scenes, the next what was this salon legendary? But when I be dealing with braiding and hairspray, so it shall come to pass.
It shall. It has to.
And the last few words we'd love to say to our guests that watching this interview.
Don't wait for the right time. If you're gonna wait for the right time, the time might not get there. You might wait until forever. So if it means that you start and then you fail while trying, continue while you fail. At the end of the day, it's gonna happen. And don't forget to pray. It's healthy for the mind and it does wonders for one's life. So don't give up and don't let fear eat up your dreams.
So you have that, guys. There's never the right time to start. You should start with what you have and where you are, and everything shall come to pass.
Everything shall. I put God first.
Straight up, because that's how manufacture. You can't function without it.
You can't.
So what's this thing called? Do you read books or podcasts or?
What can I say? I watch documentaries.
Yeah.
Reading for me.
Because I get the different ways of learning. Sometimes it could be just listening, watching.
Yeah, that's why I watch a lot of documentaries. I watch a lot of online business mentoring, mentorship, and things like that. I follow a lot of billionaires, millionaires, and that's how I keep myself, and that's how I keep my mental health very fit and my mind very sharp. So just following those kind of people and watching those kind of shows, like it does something to elevate like what you have and what you're becoming.
And what are the 2 shows that you would recommend or documentaries that have changed your life that you give to a startup entrepreneur?
There's a Real Talk with Tlhabekani Mashakeng, because there comes like individuals who face like difficulties, and then and then you might find that you have a similar like challenge, and then by just watching such shows, and then that's how you come about.
Because that's the power of podcast documentaries.
Yeah,
because
and watching VisionaryCorner, I was also inspired, guys.
Guys.
Yeah, so yeah.
So okay, guys, please hit the like button, subscribe, and share the video, and drop your comments below. And I hope you enjoyed the show. And how can they find you again on social media? I forgot about that part.
Oh, okay. My name on Facebook, it's Tlhabekani Mashakeng. And then I also have a page on Facebook called Styled by the Guru. And then I'm starting off my Instagram page, so it's Tlhabekani BG, which is Tlhabekani Braid Guru. Yeah.
Alright. Okay guys, hit the subscribe button and share the video, and I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for being our guest. I've learned a lot from you just by coming. It's been a great one.
Thank you so much.
Sure.